Hi everyone, let's solve this right away. X squared minus 1 equals x minus 1 all squared, right? From here, this is x squared minus 1 being equal to x minus 1 multiplying x minus 1 because of the square on it. Now, from here again, I can express this using difference of two squares. So we now have x squared minus 1 squared being equal to x minus 1 into x minus 1. Now, this again, we can express this using difference of two squares, right? So I will now have x minus 1 into x plus 1 from difference of two squares. So this will now be equal to x minus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, if you are new to my channel, subscribe so you can get more of my videos. Now from here, you might be tempted to cancel out. Okay, and if we do that, this will not give us a solution. Let's say I cancel out x minus 1 from both sides. I'll have x plus 1 equals x minus 1. Okay, so let's bring everything to the same side. Here now we're going to have x minus x, right? And this is plus 1. Then this becomes plus 1. This is equal to 0. X minus x is 0. So 1 plus 1 is 2. And 2 will now be equal to 0. So what are we looking for? The x we are looking for is no longer there. So this is not okay, right? Because 2 cannot be equal to 0. Now let's go back and bring this to the left so that I will now have x minus 1 into x plus 1 minus x minus 1 in brackets into x minus 1 in brackets, then everything equals 0. So now we can now factorize because we know that x minus 1 is here and it's over there. So it comes out as the common factor. Then what remains here is x plus 1 minus what remains here is one of these, right? So x minus 1 in brackets. Then we equate to 0. We will now have to open this bracket. This negative is going to open the bracket, right? So x minus 1 is still coming. Then here now we're going to have x plus 1 from here. Then minus times x is minus x. Minus times minus 1 is plus 1. Now we equate to 0. Now I can simplify what we have in here. So x minus 1 is here. Then here, x minus x is gone. That is 0, right? Okay, x minus x is 0. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 2 here, and this is equal to 0. Now, if you open this bracket, it's okay, right? But it's going to be a long process. So you can just divide by 2 and divide this by 2 so that this will go. Now you will have x minus 1 to be equal to 0 divided by 2, and that is 0. So obviously from here, our x is equal to 0. Our x is going to be 0 plus 1, right? And that means that x is equal to 1. And I want us to verify this very quickly so that we can be very, very sure. Okay, so we have our x to be 1, right? So we're going to put that here. We have 1 squared minus 1. Will this be equal to What we have here is going to be 1 minus 1 all squared. 1 squared is 1 minus 1. Okay, then on the other side, 1 minus 1 is 0, and there's a square on it. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 squared is 0 times 0, and that is still 0. So the left hand side and the right hand side are equal, right? So this means that x equals 1 satisfies the equation.